What's the deal, baby? I didn't know it is the big boss out, boss dog, cake poke through the dough, here to talk this boxing. Finna go in the gym. But Terence Crawford need to be held accountable. But before I get in my soliloquy, this is not gonna be a long video. It's gonna be real quick. I gotta say this here. It's been a lot of plexing animosity on this YouTube. It goes on from Houston. Plex mean beef. You know, it's been a lot of that going on this YouTube. You got channels subliminally dissing other channels, people switching up their stances. You know, look, if that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do. You know what I mean? Over here on Bounce Out channel, we ain't doing that. You know what I'm saying? I don't care for a channel directly diss me. I ain't entertaining that foolishness. It's too much money out here. I'm about this bread. I'm about talking about boxing. I love boxing. So that's what I'm on. I'm a peaceful dude. I ain't with all that plex. But I'm somebody that's a grown man at the end of the day. You know what I mean? I don't know how to you know, when it comes to personal stuff, like, I don't talk, man. That's the best I could put it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not a talker. You know, if it's like about sports, I talk. We can debate all day. But when it get personal, I don't talk. You know what I mean? But it's too much money out here for all of us to eat, man. You know, I don't understand how you can have a platform and you using your platform to hate on another man. Like, I don't even think about, you know, I don't understand, bro, at the end of the day, you know. But it is what it is. I got love and respect for everybody, you know what I mean? Like I say, over here on my channel, I ain't doing no plexing, no animosity. I'm not with that. You know what I mean? That's what it is. When it get personal, again, I don't know how to respond to that. You know what I mean? Well, I do know how to respond to that. Those who know what I'm talking about know what I'm talking about. But it ain't going to be with talking. You know what I mean? That's just, I don't know how to do that. But everybody know the channels I rock with. You know what I'm saying? D-Town Boxing, D-Town H-Town, it's all love. You know what I mean? Y'all go subscribe, like, and subscribe to his content. Dude drop fire content. Go subscribe to Real Marlo TV, man. Dude drop fire. He funny than the mud, man. I be dying laughing, man. That boy even be having my kids laughing, man. That boy funny, dog. He need to be a comedian. That boy funny than the mud, but he drop fire content. Know his boxing. Nocturnal Boxing Thoughts. OG Spiel. You know what I mean? The Manager Marty. Like, those are channels, those are my go-to channels I watch. You know what I mean? My go-to, like, you know what I mean? Like, the channels I'm gonna watch first before anything. I go to their channels. You know what I mean? So y'all go like and subscribe to their channels, man. Cause they drop fire content and you know they boxing. That's what it is. Terence Crawford needs to be held accountable. Let's talk about it. Terence Crawford has had that WBO belt for 3-4 years. Like I said, this video is not finna be long. And he's fought mediocre competition. Not talking about 140, 135. So I don't want to hear no Bud Buddy coming on here talking about anything from that weight class. Talking about 147, right? The reason why I have an issue with this is the Bud Buddies be talking about and supporting Terence Crawford fighting the competition that he has fought. When Terence Crawford chose to fight David Avanesian, they was supporting that. They was clapping and cheerleading. They had their pom-poms on and they cheer skirt. They was doing all that. And I'm like, how can you support that? Right? Terence Crawford said on his IG Live, out his mouth, he looks at himself as the pound-for-pound best fighter in the world. Right? So you're the pound-for-pound best fighter in the world. You make fights happen. Boss, what do you mean by that? You know, according to Terence Crawford, nobody want to fight him. He's the boogeyman. I tell you how you make these fights happen. You send contracts. Don't talk about it. Be about it. Right? He ain't sending no contracts. Right? For example, this last go-around, when he was in negotiations with Errol Spence, not once did he choose to go fight a top fighter. He went and found David Avanesian, who already had a fight scheduled, and he chose to fight him. David Avanesian is nowhere near a top fighter. He's one of those journeymen, I would say, gatekeeper fighters. That's what he is. When you got a prospect, you bringing him up, you want to see if he's actually good, you have him fight David Avanesian. That's it. David Avanesian and Sammy Vargas are in the same bracket. Okay? This is what you do when you're a true champion. And I'm sorry I got to keep using this dude, but this is a prime example. Errol Spence PBC wants Errol Spence to fight Keith Thurman, which I found out they're going to fight. Probably. I'm going to drop a video about that. But PBC wants Errol Spence to fight Keith Thurman. Right? Errol Spence, like, I want to fight Terence Crawford. That's the reason why he was in negotiation with Terence Crawford this last time. They wanted him to fight Keith Thurman. Errol Spence said, I'm going to fight Terence Crawford. That's who I want. What happened? They got in negotiation talks with Terence Crawford. Right? Now, they didn't, PBC don't want Errol Spence to fight Terence Crawford because, they feel like Errol Spence can't beat Terence Crawford. They looking at the numbers. They looking at Keith Thurman does these numbers when he fight. Errol Spence do these numbers when they fight. It's about numbers and money. And they looking at, are we going to get our return of interest if we invest this money into this fight between Errol Spence and Terence Crawford? And they looking at it and they saying no, because the numbers don't add up. That's why. But Terence Crawford, the pound for pound best fighter, according to some people, not me, has never, since he been 147, forced anybody to make a fight happen with any top fighters. Every fight, when he was a top rank, every fight they presented to him, here you go, this number 20 ranked fighter right here, fight him. Okay, it's been okay. I'll fight him. Okay, cool. No, when Errol Spence or even people at heavyweight, Deontay Wilder, all of them, when they present them a fight, where's he ranked? That's their question. Where's he ranked? Oh, he's ranked da-da-da. I don't want to fight him. If he's not ranked in the top 5 or he's not an elite fighter, I don't want to fight him. He ain't top 2, I don't want to fight him. That's the energy Bud need to have. So when Bud Crawford was top rank, when they came to him and said, fight Jose Benavidez Jr., he should have been like, no, I'm not fighting another fight unless it's against Keith Thurman. I'm the WBO champion. I want to unify with Keith Thurman. Because at that time, Keith Thurman had the WBC and WBA belt. Right? That's all I'm saying. Okay? Errol Spence. He claimed that he asked Bob Arum for the Errol Spence fight and all that. I'm not fighting another fight unless it's against Errol Spence. We need to make this fight happen. We need to negotiate. Kind of like what Ryan Garcia is doing with Golden Boy. I'm not fighting another fight unless it's against Tank. And what happened? They probably going to fight in April. That's the energy Bud Crawford needed to have. He never had that. He talking in the media. He said, I want to fight. Nobody want to fight me. He talk. Look, you could sit there. It's kind of like you at school and you telling everybody you want to fight this person, you want to fight that person, but you're not going to the source to make the fight happen. You could talk and chirp all day. And the problem I have with the Bud Buddies is y'all don't do y'all homework. That's the problem I have. You don't do your homework. Terence Crawford tell you something, you run with it. Instead of looking at what he's saying. Now, I'm a fan of Terence Crawford. Like I said, I've been a fan of Terence Crawford since he had the dreads. Right? When Terence Crawford was on top rank, I was the one like, why are they giving Lomachenko all the shine? Terence Crawford is the one that's done more for this promotional company than Lomachenko. But they backed Lomachenko and promoted him and gave him pay-per-view fights and done all this stuff. And, you know, they doing that, going out there with the promoting. But Terence Crawford, they not. When he was on top rank, they didn't do nothing. I was the one advocating for Terence Crawford. Like I said, on my channel, if you doing right, we gonna support you. You doing wrong, we gonna call you out on your shit. And Bud been doing wrong. It's been deception in his statements. He's had conflicting statements, all this stuff. And we here to debunk that. That's all we saying. I respect Bud Crawford better if he just be straight up and down on side effects and be like, look, I never asked for these fights. But I do have a desire to make these fights happen. But I never went out my way to make these fights happen. You know, that's what it is. I respect him better if he said that. But he going out saying, oh, they don't want to fight me. I'm the boogeyman. This, that. No. I fought this person. And then he's trying to say that his resume is better than Errol's. How? Bud Crawford needs to be held accountable for his statements. Bud Crawford needs to be held accountable for his actions of not getting those big fights. Bud Crawford needs to be held accountable for not fighting Errol Spence. That's what it is. It ain't Errol Spence's fault, it's Bud Crawford's fault. And I'm going to close with this. And this is going to close this argument up. Terence Bud Crawford was with Top Rank. He was getting those fights. You know, he wasn't, and they was blaming Top Rank, right? They was saying size of the street, okay? They was using that, size of the street, right? Now that Terence Crawford is a free agent, he was negotiating with Errol Spence, right? And this going to close this up. He was negotiating with Errol Spence. And let's just say, hypothetically, it was PBC fault why he didn't get the top fights, right? It was PBC fault why he didn't get Errol Spence, right? He's blaming PBC. Why did he pick David Ebenezer? Which solidifies that Terence Crawford is okay with fighting below-level competition. Because he had other fighters available. There were other fighters available for him to fight. And he never thought to send him a contract. So like I keep saying, Terence Crawford don't want to fight the best. He has that Canelo effect where he wants to fight fights that make him look invincible. He don't want to barely win or fight a tough fight. He don't want to do that. So y'all can keep being blind all you want to. Right? But we gonna open your eyes on this channel. Boss gone.